Good afternoon, fans, wherever you are, however you're streaming, you're watching the 2024 3x3 Challenger hosted by Chinese Taipei. We're coming to you live at Taipei City Gymnasium. While our locations change from the picturesque and historical Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, it's still going to be a weekend of exciting game play. My name is Taylor Chen, on call for your play-by-play, and with me is Chinese Taipei 3x3 coach and director, Coach Sanyan Balash. Coach, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, and this venue, I need to say, it's really beautiful.
Now take a look at the screen here. Rules of 3-on-3, it's going to be a half court, one hoop, two teams of 3 plus 1 sub. Now it's a 12-second shot clock, unlike our classic 5-on-5 game. Now the first team to 21 points wins. Now it doesn't have to be 10 minutes though. If 10 minutes go off, it's whoever's on top. Now with overtime, it's whichever team hits 2 points first in overtime. Now as usual, we got 16 teams from all around the world, from Serbia, Chinese Taipei, but we're going to start off here in Taipei with the qualifying round. So in the Pool A, we got Kuala Lumpur, Bayankhongor, and Vozdovac. I'm going to get that right eventually. Now, draw B is going to be Singapore, Bayankhairhan, and Kaohsiung of Chinese Taipei. Now, that's the southern part of this island. As I mentioned before, we had to change location due to the Typhoon Trami. Now, unfortunately, the weather is pretty nice outside right now, but it's just for us to be safe, we relocated to the Taipei City Gymnasium. Now, it is more central to the city, so hopefully we can get more viewers, more fans to come in here. Don't forget, folks, it is a free event. It's free 99, so if you got nothing else to do, why not come out here and watch some games. Now, first game is going to be Kuala Lumpur of Malaysia and Vozdovac, Serbia. Did I say that right, Coach?
You couldn't say better.
You're just saying that because you're stuck with me all day, so we gotta get along.
I'm not
here.
complaining.
We see a couple of players here today. We have Team Serbia, as we see Supica and
Torbica.
Here we go. Now we have seen Supica play in the 2023 Challenger last year here at Taipei. Coach, you, like I mentioned, you have 3-on-3 coaching experience and playing experience. So tell us a couple of teams that you're familiar with here this weekend.
Well, kind of most of the teams. The Paris team, San Juan team, Princeton team, Serbian teams, and then these teams from Asia and South Asia as well.
Now, something to take note of, the Vozdovac team that will be playing on time at 12:05. This is their first game overseas playing internationally. Now, you gave them a nickname earlier, Coach. What did you call them?
Boys from the Hood.
That's right. So tell the viewers why they're called Boys from the Hood.
Because their team name Vozdovac is a part of area of the capital, the city of Belgrade in Serbia. So all the team members from Team Vozdovac are coming from that area of the city.
Well, there
so,
you have it, folks.
Yeah. It's also they started the team like 3-4 months ago. So for them to already be on the FIBA tournaments is quite amazing.
Pretty impressive stuff. Serbia always has quality professional ballers, whether it's 5-on-5 or 3-on-3. Currently, we have one Serbian team ranked currently at number 1, correct?
Yes, team UB Huishan Eni from Novi Sad. They are, I think, for some quite time they're keeping that number 1 spot.
They've been there for a long while, and right behind them is Team Paris, who we will get a chance to see them play. I believe their first game here in Taipei is at 4:10. It's going to be up against Nantou, Chinese and a Chinese Taipei team. We're going to start with the player introductions right now, so stay tuned.
为中国队比赛即将开始，第
Very young team from Malaysia.
Our two referees for today's matchup. Our referee teams come from all throughout Southeast Asia, including Chinese Taipei, Malaysia, and Singapore. Now it was really charming. So before the game started, we had a couple of the Serbian players come over to coach and ask him, how do we enter onto the court with the player introductions? As we
you can say that I was nervous. You can say that was nervous being here.
It is, as we mentioned, the first international event. We're about to kick off with Malaysia starting. Going to be inbounding. Now, something to take note of, this Team Malaysia, they're all members of the national U23 team as we get started. To Cheek Basango with the ball cuts, tries to cut through, pops it off to number 6, Leong, off the mark there, but Basango gets a rebound, and here we go. Number 2 drives in a little bit over the rainbow there. Serbia gets a rebound. Veskovic recovers as he comes in for 2, no good. Helps himself for the rebound. That's our first field goal today. Reminder, folks, the perimeter shot is 2 points, and anything inside is just 1. Veskovic going to be handling the ball a lot in this tournament. First foul call, and our first sub in is number 3, Mladen Pavlovic. Thank goodness I got a Serbian right next to me, because he's going to be correcting all of my pronunciations later on.
For now, you're doing really great job.
So good. Okay, that's good to know. Veskovic, no good there. Basango, their Team Malaysia's big, might have gotten that assist there. Veskovic once again gets the handle of the ball, kicks it out to number 2 for Hukic. And there we go. Kind of struggling getting connecting those dots there. Basango draws a foul off of Veskovic. Deng Yang Chong, number 2, comes in for Team Malaysia. He's going to start off at the top. Skip and a hop. And we switch off. Swings around, coming in, drives in for the layup, and that one is good. 2-1, Kuala Lumpur. Qatar Panic drives in. There's a foul call.
Very young and promising player. Number 1, Petar Panic.
24-year-old, the youngest in Team Serbia, or Vozdovac.
You're getting better there.
Need the encouragement here as the future of this team gets that shot, and back-to-back field goals there. That's
Vozdovac
now gets the lead 3-2. Rainbow pass out to Basango just before the buzzer beater. Serbia's possession here. Hukic hands off to Pavlovic. Now Hukic, 2 seconds left to go. There's a high teardrop at the top.
That's a
Mid-range shot there. Out of bounds. Seven minutes, 55 seconds left to go. Game 1 here at Taipei City. Chang going around town. Serbia's possession. And Hukic tries to push it through under the basket. They're all day and gets the and one call. Team Serbia height average is 198 compared to a little bit smaller on Team Malaysia's side. Now it's only Tachik Bosango who's really the only big for Kuala Lumpur. Republic of Congo. Jun going ISO against Serbia, no good there, couldn't finish. A travel call. Serbian big Hukic coming out. Deskovic hands it off to Hanish. Gets the ball stolen from Serbia. Pavlovic finds his teammate under the basket. Nice behind the back shot there. Now Vozdovac with the comfortable lead, 8-2. Bosango alone under the basket, outmatched by the two Serbians. Veskovic kicks it out to the perimeter, and here we go once again. Hanish coming in once again, another layup for 24-year-old.
very nice transition from defense to offense. They're executing their chances. Very nice.
Bosango pushes through between Hanish and Pavlovic, draws a foul. We're going to have our first TV timeout here. Vozdovac, 9-2 up against Kuala Lumpur in the qualifying rounds in Group A. Coach, you're sitting right next to the bench players in the meeting. What can you tell us what they just were talking about?
Well, I'm wearing these headphones, so I cannot really hear them what they're saying. And even if I hear, I will not try to say it and reveal their secrets what their plans are in offense and defensively. But so far they opened the game in strong, so just for them to maintain this, and then I think they have this game in their bag.
Ball gets poked out of bounds. It's going to be
6 seconds.
Serbia's possession. Now 4 seconds left to go. He shoots and he scores! 2 for Team Serbia, 11-2. Still Malaysia's ball as Serbia pokes it out of bounds.
7 seconds left.
Bosango will be at the top. Hands it off to Jun. Kicks it off. Bosango at the top for 2. Just misses the mark before the buzzer beater went off. Malaysia tries to push through at the baseline, draws a foul. Now Pavlovic coming out and Hanish in. 3 fouls on each side with just under 6 minutes to go. Jun pump fakes, drives in, ISO up against Hanish. Hanish gets possession. Veskovic tries to go in for 2. Draws a foul off of Malaysia. Each finds Veskovic, kicks it out. And here we go, the Serbian big Hukic could not get the lay-in there. Bosango quickly driving it in, wide open, and a slammer goes down. And our first dunk today. Hukic pushing through, gets another and one up against Leong. You know, these smaller players are going to have to be a lot more physical and tough against these bigs. Hukic at the line. One is good. Smooth 33. Malaysia's got a lot of work to do in 5 minutes.
Very fast pace of the game as well. 13 points in 5 minutes a game is it's a lot of points in a quite short time.
Like we mentioned before, this is their first time on the international landscape, but that won't scare them as Bosango recovers that shot. In for the reverse. Wide open is Panic under the basket.
Great pass by Hukic.
Wide open there for Team Malaysia to quickly put in one. Hukic, nice handoff, but that ball goes around and out. Still Serbia's possession, and a
Great
nice
backdoor.
cut in that by Panic. Just moving so well and effortless for Team Serbia. Goes high for the boards is June. Up against Panic, nice and one there, good finish. He'll get a chance at the charity stripe. Take a look at that replay. Up against the Serbian. And like we mentioned before, Team Malaysia, this is all the players that comprises the U23 for Team Malaysia. A lot more experience, I believe, from what I've seen. They've played over 100 games so far in their lifetime. Bosango drives right through. Lovely finger roll there. Veskovic helps himself with a rebound, puts it back in.
I think the size of the Serbian team is an disadvantage for the Kuala Lumpur team.
Most definitely. 198 average height. June bricks it right there. Got a TV timeout, giving the players some respite. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. You gotta have some really good stamina to play just these 10 minutes. So any timeout is vital for them to recuperate and talk it out. Reminder, folks, for those who are new with 3-on-3, there is no coach allowed to give them any pointers. So it's all just the 4 of them against each other. Now, Coach, you actually were playing this summer in 3-on-3. How was that playing in Chinese Taipei?
Well, they got me by surprise. Considering my history in injuries, I didn't expect that when I come here that it's ever going to be option to play. But kind of feel great, and then I understand that to play on this higher level of these sports, that you really need to pay attention of your body and be prepared for this kind of sport, because this is really physical and really tiring sport. 10 minutes is quite a lot of time, but the average heart rate of the game and the players play is around 90. So that says everything of the intensity of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. We've hosted a couple of challengers as well as many local tournaments. So during the summer, Coach Balash has gone all around the island of Chinese Taipei, going from tournaments to tournaments, coaching and playing for the Taipei Knights, who did not qualify for the Challenger, but they did participate last year. 3 minutes to go. Basango off to Chong. Ooh, helps himself. Basango there under the basket. Outside there.
Hukic. 7 fouls, so that means that he have 2 free throw shots at the moment.
We just see the replay on the screen. Basango finishing. But you definitely see the huge height difference between Hukic and the player who got the foul, Zhen Yang Chang. As tough as he was, the timing of his jump was off, so he managed. Not only did Hukic get a free throw, but easy to get fouls. Veskovic pokes it out of bounds. Team Malaysia's possession. 20-10 is the score now, and Panic is coming in for the Serbian big Hukic.
But Dusan Hukic being this tall, and to be able like this to move, it's kind of can be dangerous in this sport and really hard to defend.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then Vozdovac, this game is used all their plan to execute games and score shots early.
Game point here, or a game point for Team Serbia, and June gets in one for Malaysia. Now Panic might take it today, and yes sir, he certainly does. Vozdovac logs in their first win in today's tournament. 21-10 is the score. Valiant effort by Team Malaysia. Now they will play one more time against Mongolia.
First appearance and the first win. They couldn't stop there.
Absolutely. Now the next game will be Team Singapore up against Chinese Taipei. A great showing for Vozdovac's, or the kids from the hood, you call them?
Yeah, I mean,
boys from the hood.
Boys from the hood.
Boys from the hood. Great showing for boys in the hood for their first matchup. Now they play Mongolia.
They have 1 game rest, and then they're gonna play another game against Mongolian team. Every team who comes from Mongolia, they're always playing physically. So their game is gonna be very interesting to watch. Oh, now we have a local team from Taipei.
Yes, we have Chinese Taipei Kaohsiung. Now, locally, they are called I believe they're called the Fuming Sharks.
Sharks, yes. They're coming out from the absolute 3x3 league, professional league here in Taiwan for 3x3 basketball. We actually have 3 teams coming from that league on today's Challenger.
Now we already have 1 Chinese Taipei team in the pool play, but the others will be in the qualifying. This other one, Team Kaohsiung, is in the qualifying round.
Yeah, this is the only team from Chinese Taipei that wanna play qualifier. Nantou team and Team Worry, they are directly in kind of difficult groups. With Team Paris and then Team Partizan, top 5 teams in the world currently.
We're about to kick off the draw, qualifying draw B. Singapore versus Kaohsiung of Chinese Taipei. We're about to kick off the player introductions here at Taipei City Gymnasium. On our screen, just saw the team roster for both teams. Little mistake here. Singapore on the team roster is Team Singapore, but on screen right now is the players of Kaohsiung Chinese Taipei. As we're going to kick off with the coin flip to kick off game 2. Again, this is Pool B of the qualifying rounds. For those who are just coming in, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to 3x3 Challenger hosted by Chinese Taipei. Here are our referees right now is Novakovic and Eddie Liu of Malaysia. Now here I have Coach Sanyang Balash. Now he's going to be helping me out with the Serbian pronunciations, Eastern European pronunciations. So thank you for being here, Coach.
Hey, I'm happy to be here again and the whole day today.
That's right. We're going to be here all day with the qualifying round as well as the pool play. As we have the veteran of Team Singapore, Nur Afa bin Emil Putra at the top. The senior member, probably captain of Team Singapore here, single-handedly lobs it off and swings it back out to the perimeter. Goes in for that outside shot, hits the rim though. Ooh. Ball gets bounced off. Now it's Kaohsiung, Singapore, and draws a foul under the basket is number 2, Kelvin Hong Da.
Team Singapore is coached by the legend of this sport, Lazar Rasic, who 2017 won the FIBA quarterfinals with Team Zemun. So teams in Singapore, we can expect them to perform hopefully well on this challenger.
As Chung comes in with the great first field goal for Team Singapore. Shot clock goes off, resets. Ball out of bounds. Yeah, you know, talking about the Serbian coach for Team Singapore, you're seeing a lot of these emerging countries who are really trying to invest in sports, especially in basketball. You're going to see a lot of these teams hiring Serbian coaches or players. I mean, we have you here in this instance as our 3-on-3 coach here in Chinese Taipei.
Well, hopefully the things that we start this summer gonna transition to the upcoming years to make Chinese Taipei 3x3 scene worldwide recognized.
Here's hoping. Ball pokes out of bounds. Under 10 minutes. Singapore 1-0 against the Kaohsiung Booming Sharks. Now they're the top team in the city of what we like to call Harbor City here in Chinese Taipei.
Kaohsiung team is famous in absolute professionally here in Taiwan to be very physical team. So it will be interesting how they're gonna transition to this level of the game. It's also their first time playing this kind of event as well.
Chang going high in for the rebound. When it goes under the basket, pulls a foul. Shot clock is at 8 seconds. With Singapore inbounding, and here's number 4, Tay at the top. Around and out goes the ball. Kaohsiung gets the rebound. It's ISO play between Singapore and Chinese Taipei. Nice finish. Putra. High arc there, couldn't finish. Ooh, that ball nearly goes out of bounds. Putra tough on D. Taipei still with the possession. 2 seconds left to go though. Just before the shot clock goes off, there's a foul call. Take a look at the replay. As Kaohsiung inbounds. Score tied, still 1-1, now 2-1. Chinese Taipei scored by Chen Shenquan or Chen. And we got a couple of these players with a lot of university experience. So our basketball association for universities here is called the UBA in Chinese Taipei. So well recognized on the island as Kaohsiung gets another bucket, 3-2. Singapore tries to get it in under the basket. Now number 1, Lin drives it in, gets it in. Yes, sir, he certainly does. Now that's number 2 of Chinese Taipei, Chen, getting the foul call. 2 fouls now under Kaohsiung as the Singaporean big Cheng is at the charity stripe.
Number 6, Chen One shot.
Now this team has participated in the Asian Cup this year. And this team is mainly comprised of the Singaporean national team. Their star player Putra now on the bench. Kaohsiung, nice spin move. Couldn't connect the dots there. As Singapore, Chinese Taipei fight for that rebound. It's Singapore. Ref calls a foul off of Cheng, number 6 is Singapore. We got a TV timeout coming up. Kaohsiung with the lead 4-2, under 7 minutes left to go in this matchup. Again, you're watching the qualifying round. So the 2 teams from qualifying A and B will move on to pool play. Game is set here in the Taipei City Gymnasium. Chinese Taipei starting off after that TV timeout. Whoa, number 5 bricks it. Is Hongda. Oh, excuse me, is Xu of Chinese Taipei. These colors really, really messed me up here.
It's okay. Happens.
It happens. We're just getting started this weekend. This is the 21st Challenger of 2024. Singapore.
One more challenger left in the calendar for this year.
That's right. Can't believe it's already October. It's almost November.
And for some teams, this challenger might be end of their season as well.
Yeah, we're going to see a couple of those teams later on this afternoon. We're still in the qualifying rounds. But the teams that you're talking about, Coach, are which teams?
Team San Juan from Puerto Rico and Team Princeton from USA. They are fighting for the 12th spot for the World Tour Finals in Hong Kong this year. Currently, Team San Juan is only 2 points lead against over the Team Princeton. So for both teams, this challenger is gonna be ride or die.
Absolutely.
So
now or never.
So in afternoon, we can expect really quality 3x3 basketball today.
Close game right now, 4-3. Kaohsiung with just a 1-point lead. Now there's some bully ball right there under the basket. Goes over Putra, now to Low. Putra swings out there for 2. Still can't get those perimeter shots, which is his strong suit. Had a second chance, now he gets the ball back to Singapore. Lobs it out to Tay. Finally back to Kaohsiung's hands. Hung. Spin moves, that ball goes around and out of the rim. There we go, there's that second chance shot. Singapore is still sitting at 3 points. Ooh, going physical is number 6, Chang.
Team Kaohsiung being a little bit more physical, giving the edge over the Team Singapore for now.
3 seconds left on the shot clock. He's got to make some moves, make a decision, and no good there. Way off the mark. Got sub in. Number 2 of Chinese Taipei, Chen, coming in for some respite as number 2 of Singapore, Hongda, lays it in. Nice soft touch there.
Great left player.
Deep from beyond is number 1, Lin Zichun. Chang from the top for 2. Chinese Taipei goes up high for the rebound. Kaohsiung's possession, Singapore drawing that foul there. Take a look at that replay. Nice perimeter shot. Kaohsiung right there, ready to go. Chen Shenzhen with the field goal, 8-4. Number 2, Singapore, pump fake, but blocked and denied by Hong.
Great energy from Team Kaohsiung.
Not today. There, pokes it out of bounds. It's going to be Singapore still. 2 seconds left. Deep for 2. No good there. Singapore still with the possession. He might try it again. Here we go. Number 2, around and out. Xu skips it out to Putra. 4 pushes through on the inside, lays it in. Another one for Team Singapore, pokes it out, and There's Putra under the basket, but Kaohsiung fast and ready under the basket to guard him. Putra draws a foul there. And one. The TV timeout is called. Singapore crawling back. It's 8-6 now, 2-point difference. Number 1 of Singapore, Nurafa bin Amil Putra at the free throw line after snagging the and one. Misses the mark on the free throw. Singapore still gets the possession as Chung pushes through, goes around, outsmarts Chinese Taipei there. Ooh, we go fancy with that play. Nicely done by Chen Shenquan. But Singapore answers back quick as a travel call is made on Kaohsiung. Putra inbounding it, swings it out to number 2, Chen. Spin once again, Chang, second chance, third chance, here we go, third time's a charm there for the big. Ooh, ball nearly gets stolen from Kaohsiung. Good execution, but couldn't quite finish there. Chang all alone, wide open, hits the rim. Putra high for the board, no good there. Kaohsiung, 9 seconds left on the shot clock, under 3 minutes to go. No look pass out to 6, draws a foul. That's Putra once again, trying to block Chinese Taipei. Score is tied 9, all under the 3-minute mark. Take a look at that replay there. Ooh.
That's a close call.
Putting down the hammer there, throwing it down. Just a reminder, folks, anything past 7 fouls, the team will get 2 chances at the free throw line. As number 6 of Chinese Taipei, Hung, is at the line. He'll only have 1 shot now to once again get the lead. Off the mark there, Singapore. Hongda swings around, step back for 2, and it's good, baby. Nothing but net right there. Ooh, Kaohsiung. Pass was a little bit too much juice there. Out of bounds, that's going to be Singapore's possession.
Experience of the team Singapore playing FIBA level of the tournaments longer than Team Kaohsiung is now showing up slowly with the turnovers from the Team Kaohsiung forced by the experience of the team Singapore.
Yeah, this is the Kaohsiung Fuming Sharks' first time playing in the Taipei Challenger. Last year, a couple of the teams from Chinese Taipei include the Taipei Knights as well as the Tainan Beasts. Neither one qualifying this time around. Singapore starting off. Zhang going in for himself. Too much juice right there. Kaohsiung with the possession as Lin. Step back for 2 at the corner, and that one is smooth too. Nothing but net in that instance. Neck and neck. Chang up against Chinese Taipei's Hong, draws a foul. And one for the Singaporean. We'll see him at the line. Kaohsiung with 5 fouls now. Singapore still sitting under the 7 fouls. Ball rattles in, that's good. Now Singapore for the first time with lead. Lin finds number 6 at the basket for the cut, but he recovers and he gets a shot himself. Tay, 5 seconds, Chang once again under the basket. Just way too big, outsizing Lin under the basket.
They're looking for those kind of mismatches in their offense.
Nice finish by Lin. Now this team's neither team's going to be able to hit 21, so let's see who will outscore the other. Just 1 minute left to go for qualifying round B. And a skip and a hop, threads and needles, Chinese Taipei. But Chang quickly trying to respond. Second chance opportunity for Team Singapore. Tied game, under a minute left, kicks it out. Chang, let's go. Kaohsiung gets that rebound. It's Lin at the top. And then a spin move, nice finish by Hong. 1 point left, Chang draws a foul. With Lin getting his arms too wrapped around Chang.
Both teams need to be careful with the fouls now. Every foul is a bonus.
Much needed timeout for both sides. Again, leaders in the round A and B will move on to pool play. See that wicked pass by Chinese Taipei, threading that needle. And that spinning finish there by Hong. Six seconds left. Chang off to number 2 of Singapore, Hong down. Well, Kaohsiung with the possession. This could be the final possession here. Gonna hold on to it as long as possible. Chen going around, musters a shot in. 6.4 seconds left to go. And it's Singapore, and here's Putra, top player of Team Singapore, and a travel call is made.
He had an open look.
Oh, rookie mistake there.
By Emil Putra. Now if they make a foul, Team Kaohsiung will have 2 free throws and probably seal the game. They also first appearance on this level of tournaments and possibly the first win as well.
Lane recovering after getting knocked around there in the Family Jewels area, but he'll get a chance at the free throw line. 1.5 seconds left to go. Singapore just committed their 7th foul, so that gives Kaohsiung an additional leg up. Off the mark there. Kaohsiung, with the final possession of the game, takes their first win this weekend. Congratulations to the Kaohsiung Booming Sharks score. We conclude this game with the 16-14 score. their first time in the Taipei Challenger, coming out with a win against the veteran team Singapore. Hopefully the Serbian head coach of that team will give them some words of advice for their next game. Singapore will be playing at 2:35 against Team Mongolia, the Bayankhairhan team.
Yeah, this loss doesn't mean the tournament is finished for them. Depends on the teams who's gonna play later in the group, and potentially with the Kaohsiung team losing, and then maybe in their last game against the Mongolian team, if they make a win with some point difference, maybe they're gonna exit and play afternoon as well.
Quite interesting to watch Chinese Taipei play. Now they're definitely a lot smaller. Okay, maybe not a lot, but they don't have the height advantage such as Team Serbia, and Team Singapore does have their big king, but you see them hustling a lot more. They're going to be a lot quick and be able to move around a lot with a lot more ease.
Yeah, this Mongolian team is really young. Mongolians are investing really big in 3x3 sport. It's the #1 sport in Mongolia at the moment as well.
We're seeing, you're right, Coach, we're seeing a lot of Mongolian players actually playing professional overseas. So we do have a Mongolian player in a Chinese Taipei League. It's the Plus League, playing for the Tainan PSG Ghost Hawks. Now coming up is our third match of the qualifying rounds. That is going to be Team Mongolia Bayankhongor versus Vozdovac.
Here we go. Oh, close.
Close enough.
Close to us. Vozdovac.
Vozdovac.
Yeah.
The boys from the hood, as
We-
Coach Sanyan
Yeah.
calls them.
Potentially with this win, they secure the main draw in the afternoon. In their first appearance of the FIBA Challenger here in Chinese Taipei.
So stay tuned, folks. The qualifying draw A, Mongolia versus Serbia, will be at 1:05. So stay tuned for more 3x3 basketball.
FIBA 3x3 台北挑战赛。那我们今天比赛呢会到晚上，所以呢一整天的都精彩赛事呢呈现给各位。那因为呢各位呢可以帮忙的亲朋好友来到现场，帮你喜爱的球队们加油打气。那这是呢台湾代表出色的队伍呢，那么 Number 6, Shenzhen Masters.
Qualifying rounds have started off on the screen is Team Mongolia, not Bayankhongor. Bayankhongor of Mongolia. And up next is
Team.
Team Serbia, Vozdovac.
Oh, let's go.
With me is Coach Bayankhairhan, and I'm Taylor Chen, your play-by-play for today and tomorrow. We've got a whole day of 3x3 basketball on the team roster here. Is Hukic, Panic, Pavlovic, and Veskovic. Took on their first win today earlier against Kuala Lumpur, the national Malaysian team. Easily polishing off that game, 21-11.
Really good performance for the first time appearing on the Challenger level.
On the referee team here, we got our referee from Chinese Taipei and Malaysia.
The referee from Chinese Taipei is one of the best referees in 3x3 generally.
Team Bayankhongor is on the younger side, significantly younger than Vozdovac. Players comprised of the U21 team, participated in the FIBA 3x3 U21 games. Now they're not a very sizable team either. Their big is number 5, Nambat, standing at 198 versus Hucic. Now, according to FIBA, he stands at 210, but Coach Balash says he's a little bit shorter than that. But we're going to kick off the game anyways here at Taipei City as number 4 passes it off to Mukulti Gansuk. Hustling, kicks it off with 3 seconds left to go, but the whistle comes. Already coming in for subs, Team Serbia will be inbounding. It's 1-2-1, Panic up against Basanjao. Ball gets swung around the perimeter. Panic with the perimeter shot around and out. Basanjao finds his teammate up at the perimeter, and here we go. Shot at the top. Team Mongolia's first shot there. Panic drives it in. Ooh, nice finish there. 2-2 Mongolia now, 4-2. Back outside shots. Here's Hukic, big of Serbia there. Through contact, tries to go in. Shot. Now he'll be at the free throw line. 4-2, Mongolia with the early lead. Boys from the Hood, first time playing in an overseas tournament. As Mongolia quickly
3-on-3 for the Yak.
logging in all of the perimeter shots here. Now Veskovic answers back with his 2-point shot. Mongolia hustling. Temp gets a second chance there as a shot by Ganbat. 198 centimeter, 23-year-old of Mongolia, but Veskovic back-to-back for Team Serbia. Moving fast here. here on the court. The spin and denied by Hukic.
Great defense by Team Vozdovac.
Hukic coming to the bench. After that nice block there, as we see Veskovic with his perimeter shot there. Both teams knocking down points real early on in the game. Here's Panic at the top, inbounding in. He goes around, outsmarting number 4 of Mongolia, Kaohsiung. Possession. Ooh, that perimeter shot gets denied by Veskovic, number 4. He finds his teammate under the basket. Pavlovic can't finish there. It's a foul called on Pavlovic.
Smart foul to stop the transition from the Mongolian team.
First foul. Number 6 of Mongolia. Uzi. Quick catch and shoot there. 8-7. Pavlovic. Serbia goes high for the board, but couldn't finish that possession with a point. Bounce pass off to Serbia. Pavlovic getting a good handle of the ball. Off to Panic. Too short there, but helps himself. With a second chance opportunity, Mongolia gets a chance of respite as they draw a foul off of Serbia. Pavlovic on the bench now.
Team Mongolia, after scoring 3 first shots from the outside, now a little bit forcing their shot, and Team Vozdovac is using that their misses to transition in the offense and take over the game.
Veskovic finds Hukic trying to tap in that shot there. Good idea, could not finish or execute. The Mongolians still sitting at 7 points. There's a teardrop shot by Basajao. Panic, step back, now driving in, up against the number 1 of Mongolia. Outside outmatch, Mongolia. Here's number 6, Muk Ulti. Gets the ball batted out. Here's Serbian once again. The ball gets swung around, and here's Veskovic at the top. Hukic, 2 seconds left to go with a 2-point opportunity. Panic recovers, and there's another one under the basket. And the young buck of Team Serbia now, he's going to be on the bench. Pavlovic back in, but in the meantime, before we start again, we got a TV timeout. Now, if Serbia wins this match, they could be moving forward to the pool play coming up later this afternoon. Seconds left on the shot clock for Mongolia. Catch and shoot. That's their bread and butter for Team Mongolia, but they couldn't finish there, couldn't connect the dots. Here's Serbia. And Hukic for the perimeter shot. Almost out of bounds.
Team Princeton and Team Podgorica Kodio from Montenegro are waiting winner of the Group A in qualifying round.
And as Coach has mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Team Princeton and Puerto Rico, they must perform well this weekend, otherwise it's over for their season. We're going to be seeing them later on in their regular pool play, but in the meantime, we only got 5.5 minutes left in this game. Vozdovac with only a 1-point lead, though. A lot of hustling between the two. Here's Serbia with the possession. Panic around it, and there we go, 12-10. Shining star for Team Serbia. Subs coming in. Hukic, Veskovic, and Pavlovic on the court. Mongolia with Mukulci, Ganbat, holding the fort here, as well as Bansanjao. Mongolia, ball goes around and out. Bansanjao getting the shot there, 12-11.
Very physical game and a small number of the fouls as well.
Another one in foul trouble. A tight game. Panic driving it in. Basanjao, no match against the 24-year-old. Look, Ulti. Ooh, Panic just hustling to the basket, stopping the Mongolian. Now that's a shot clock violation. Solid D by Team Serbia. You see Panic stopping Mongolia in their track. Hukic tries to pass it off to Veskovic. But the whistle blows for Team Mongolia with a pushing foul. Four and a half minutes left, 13-11. Hukic, just a magnet for fouls from the first game and also today in this game right now. So now Mongolia with 3 fouls. Hukic backs up for that shot, tries to get the rebound. Ball gets poked out of bounds. Mongolian inbounding, Basajao with the ball, steps back. High arc there, but hits metal there, but he gets his rebound, passes it off to jersey 6. Mongolia, multiple chances, third time's a charm there, gets it under the basket. They had to work hard for that field goal. Veskovic tries to answer back. Ricochets back to Mongolia once again. Foul called on Pavlovic.
Who do you think is going to win this game?
Who do I think is going to win the game?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I think it's anybody's ball game at this point. I think, if I had to guess, could be a buzzer beater final shot that could determine this game.
We go for attractiveness.
I'm sorry?
By which team? Mongolian team or Serbian team?
I'm gonna say Team Mongolia. I wanna give them a shot.
Well, every team who comes from Mongolia, they recognize that always play tough and they never give up. Doesn't matter if they're winning or losing, they never change their style of play. They always go more than 100% in every game.
So they play to their own pace, their own game. So they're always going to be hustling. They will never play how their opposing team will. There's that catch and shoot, still around and out. Basanjao struggling with the perimeter shots. Hukic hands it off to Punic. Punic tried to go in for the alley-oop, but manages to get that teardrop shot there. Quick 14-12. Basanjao off to Ganbat. But he's going to get it back deep on the top of the perimeter. Draws the foul. And Hassan Zhao will get 2 opportunities, 2 chances at the charity stripe. Absolutely helpful for Team Mongolia's cause. Gets both of them in, it'll tie the game, but this is the first shot. Now usually we call the free throw line a charity stripe because usually you get the free throws, you get free points, but you know, not everybody's going to be 100% at the free throw line, but Hassan Zhao will get 1 under his belt there. 14-13, 1 point. Could make it more just now. Veskovic couldn't get that shot from the outside. That's Mongolia's possession now. Getting some more people here at Taipei City Gymnasium. Folks, if you don't have nothing else to do and you're in Taipei area, come out to the gymnasium. It's next to the Little Dome, and come watch. It's free 99 as we start off once again. 3 minutes left to go between Mongolia and Serbia. Serbia's first time playing overseas, and here's Bayankhongor. There we go. There's that shot from the outside. Finally, Mongolia with a leg up, 1 point. The whistle comes.
You called a close game. Now we have it.
So holding foul called. Now it's Team Serbia. Pavlovic draws a foul off of Hassan Zhao. A little bit too physical there. Once again, we start at the top. Shot clock is reset to 12 seconds. He skips it to Veskovic. Ball gets fumbled around. Kickball violation there. Pavlovic at the top. Vukic to Veskovic. 7 seconds left. Veskovic goes high in for the rebound and helps himself. This match is neck and neck, 15 all. Team Mongolia kicks it out to the perimeter. Tries to go in for the high arc shot. Mongolia recovers, and that one rattles in, 16-15. Mongolia absolutely hustling. Vukic just tries to fight through up against Mongolia's big Ganbat. Kaohsiung denied by Vukic, but gets the ball under to Ganbat. TV timeout. Under 2 minutes left in the game. You're watching the qualifying round, Pool A, to move on to pool play later on this afternoon. 16-15 is the score. Vozdovac.
Oh, that's it.
Vozdovac won their first match up against Kuala Lumpur in the first game, 21-11, but it's a completely different story in this matchup against Mongolia. Again, Coach, you're talking about Mongolia being absolute hustlers, being quick on the court.
They just always give up. They're always giving their all in the game. That's why they, by recognizing this sport, they always go 100% and then even more than that. And they're also very physically prepared. You can see Team Vozdovac is struggling a little bit with the physicality, and then Team Mongolia is just like they're like their starting game right now.
Right. This is Team Mongolia's first match. So they're gonna give it all in this matchup against Team Serbia. Don't underestimate this new Serbian team with up-and-coming player Petar Panic. Panic recovers that ball. Ooh, gets his elbow into Basanjao's face. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh yeah,
Elbow, but
the
he
right
swings
hand.
his arm around, but Basanjao is okay. No problem there.
5 fouls each.
Still managing to keep the foul count low. Haven't hit foul trouble yet. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Basanjao off the mark, but it's still Mongolia's possession. Basanjao step back, denied by Veskovic. Now he's going to handle the ball. With under a minute left to go. Teardrop shot around and out. Now the big of Serbia couldn't even get that rebound. See the step back, shot attempt. Kukic just blocking that, no problem. 49 seconds, 16-15, Mongolia, 1 point lead. Hopefully they can add some more insurance points because Serbia could still come back easily. Panic out to Veskovic. Veskovic deep for three, off the mark. Panic right there, ready to get the rebound, but high for the boards. Mongolia gets a rebound, but back and forth possessions. Panic pushes through, no good there. It's tough going for Serbia with Ganba just being trouble, but Serbia now tying the score 16 all, 15 seconds to go. We might get ourselves our first OT, but Gamanjao with two! 18-16, could that be the nail in the coffin? Veskovic answers back with another two! 18 all, 1 second left. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our first OT of this 3x3 Challenger here at Chinese Taipei.
You are so close.
So close. Did I call it or did I call it?
You did.
Well, so folks, for those who are new to 3x3, OT time means the first team to hit 2 points, to get 2 points, will take the win. So it doesn't matter how much time there is.
And Team Mongolia is going to have full possession as well now.
Exciting stuff. Got Basanjao clutching those 2 points, but Veskovic answered right back. Those are the team's strongest outside shooters. Serbia has their young Petar Panic, constantly driving the ball and
very promising player.
Yeah, really good at off ball, playing off ball too. Now we'll see if this new Serbian team can handle this pressure. Only formed in 2024. Here we go, starting off OT. Come in hot, deep, another two. High arc right there for Basanjao. Veskovic going around number 5, big, easy, lay in.
Now just to defend 2 points.
Here we go, 19-8.
Oh!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the nail to the coffin.
You called it.
Yeah, I should gamble more, which I won't, but well done by Team Mongolia. Fantastic finish by the number 1 in red, Gayankhairhan Basanjao. Fantastic work. This is a young team, all participating in the U21. The oldest is Ganbat at 23 years old. Fantastic way to start off their time in this challenger. So now Vozdovac stands at 1 win and 1 loss in the qualifying rounds. Really amazing gameplay that we just witnessed here. Again, we're talking about Mongolia being just top-notch in Asia, playing 3-on-3. Now they are young, but they do have more overseas experience above Serbia, but valiant effort by the Serbian team. Now our upcoming game will be at 2:05. It's Kuala Lumpur once again playing Bayankhongor. Stay tuned for more 3x3.
No. Oh, we made a mistake. It's distance.
Oh, apologies, folks. It's Bayankhairhan versus Kaohsiung of Chinese Taipei.
Kaohsiung will potentially win. They also could exit the B group for the qualifier round.
a look at the screen here. Team Bayankhairhan. First match for them today. Team Batsakan, and Uvan Bayar for Team Mongolia. Once again, Chinese Taipei, Team Kaohsiung, or as we call it here domestically, the Fuming Sharks from Harbor City. Qualifying rounds here. We got Chongwing Leong and Slobodan Novakovic. Close enough for our
From
referees
Switzerland.
today. From Switzerland.
Might be the Serbian roots.
As Chinese Taipei and Team Mongolia warm up, we have two Mongolian teams in the qualifying rounds. For those just tuning in, you guys missed out on that last matchup. Team Mongolia up against Serbia. Serbia first time playing in international waters. What a nail biter there.
They miss calling you a game. You calling the game 5 minutes before end. Overtime, last second shot.
Yeah, we got to witness our first OT, as well as our buzzer beater. Those gotta be, I gotta say, those gotta be in the highlight reels for this weekend as we kick off Mongolia versus Chinese Taipei. Now, Chinese Taipei in black, Mongolia in red. The whistle blows for Team Mongolia. Chinese Taipei will be at the free throw line. It's number 6, Hong.
Both teams size-wise are similar, so
Yeah.
this game is gonna be also lots of physical. Also close game is gonna be. I don't see any teams is gonna make a comfortable lead.
Kaohsiung, Chinese Taipei with the possession, and here's Lin off to Hong. Nice sidestep there. Logs in the first point in the matchup. There's a spin around, fadeaway finish. There we go, that's the finish that they wanted. Team Mongolia now 1 point also. Kaohsiung. Couldn't finish there. Two Mongolians going high for the board there. Another very young Mongolian team. The oldest are Mukhtar and Batsakan at 24 years old. Batsakan gets the rebound. Mongolia with another chance, draws a foul off of Chinese Taipei's number 6, Hong. So we get our subs in. Take a look. Timing was a little bit off there. Now there's another foul. Whistle blow comes for Chinese Taipei. Now Mongolia once again at the top of the helm is Vozdovac in 1 off to Batsakan. Batsakan, the Team Mongolia is big there. That's going to be an offensive call. Offensive foul call there. Minute and a half into this game, it's still 1-1. It's probably going to be a low-scoring affair right now. 5-3. Size has nothing to do with getting that score in. An offensive foul call. Chinese Taipei hung at the top with the possession. He goes around up against ISO ball against Mukhtar before the buzzer beater, but Mongolia with the possession. Travel call. 2-1 Chinese Taipei with the lead. Kaohsiung taking their first win up against Team Singapore. Just a reminder, Kaohsiung and Mongolia. This is the round B of the qualifying rounds.
Whoever exits of this group is gonna have a tough group in afternoon with Team San Juan and Team Eintracht. Very known team in the highest level of this sport.
Definitely.
Also, these young teams are going to have opportunity to play teams like that and experience what is necessary to be on a high level of if they really want to be competitive in this sport.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this is what the goal for a lot of these young teams is to get enough practice, get enough games domestically. So Kaohsiung playing a lot of these Chinese Taipei tournaments. You know, this is what you want to play towards. It does get tougher, but that's the main goal, is to climb up your way to be in the world rankings. You know, that's the goal. That's why, for instance, you got Team Singapore hiring Serbian coaches. That's why we got, you know, our very own Coach Balash here, you know, running the 3x3 here in Chinese Taipei. A quick catch and shoot by Mongolia. No good there. And a pass to the opposing side. Mongolia once again with possession, kicks it off. Now we're gonna see him drive it in, and that's gonna rattle in. Quick back-to-back shot attempts. Mongolia, there we go, nails in the 2 at the top. Just a 2-point lead. The whistle comes
for the number 2.
Yes, number two of Mongolia, Mukhtar.
Oh, you are really good pronouncing this.
I try to be very inclusive of international names.
I couldn't do it.
As Shu knocks in that free throw shot, but Mongolia, like you said, Coach, they're just hustling. They will play at their own pace. They want to control the whole game in all 10 minutes as Mongolia gets a 5-3 lead now.
Both teams share same style of play. They all go all in, no matter winning or losing in the game. They always go hard.
You definitely have a lot of disadvantages with the lack of height, so they're going to compensate by having such endurance and playing the way that they play. Back-to-back perimeter shots by both teams. We roll into the TV timeout.
You call it size level of teams. That's why we see now this game lots of 2-point attempts. They don't have a dominant player inside who can make advantage. So lots of movement around the perimeter and then just taking every little space to just try to shoot the ball and score.
It does definitely help with saving energy by not driving through on the inside. So we see some of our fans here at Taipei City Gymnasium. City Gymnasium here at Chinese Taipei. Mongolia at the top. Ooh, bricks it is number 1, Lagva.
He's getting crowded slowly.
but surely, you know, people are gonna get up, take their time. It is Halloween weekend after all.
Well, also now it's a lunchtime, so hopefully after food coma, after lunch,
Yeah.
we will see more and more people coming towards these games.
Hopefully we get a nice little lunch break, as we'll be here all day to call the games for you here. We got Lagva rolling in with a layup. Is Lin going around Batsakan.
Oh, beautiful pass by I need your help to pronounce his name.
It's Lin.
Lin. Okay.
Short and sweet. That's how we like it. Just how we like 3-on-3 games. Amazing vertical there. As body's hitting the floor. We got number 6 at the free throw line, Hong. 23-year-old. Amongst the 2 younger players of Kaohsiung of Chinese Taipei. Quick catch and shoot by Mongolia. Number 2 gets his own rebound. Mokhtar is who you're seeing. And now it's Lagva way off the mark there. Chinese Taipei gets a rebound. See him cross the line, but the referees don't call that.
Now you can see the hustle of Mongolian team.
Yeah. Gets the perimeter shot, doesn't get it. He says, fine, I'll get the rebound and I'll go in for the second chance. Don't give these guys second chance opportunities because they will take advantage. As Chinese Taipei, he goes through, gets physical through contact, and there you go. Around and in goes in that shot. Mokhtar on the ground for 2.
It's a technical foul. It's called for flopping.
Not too many of those flopping calls this time around. Something to just a random thing from what I've noticed. Chinese Taipei professional players, maybe not necessarily 3-on-3, but they do have a reputation of flopping a lot. But so far from what we're seeing, Chinese Taipei, they're keeping their act right here. Just under 5 minutes.
Team Mongolia already on a bonus. 4 minutes left of the play of the game.
Yeah, 7 fouls, 2 on Chinese Taipei side. Mid-range shot by Lin. At the top. Goes around, step back, and here's Mokhtar. And Chinese Taipei is going to let that roll out of bounds.
Team Kaohsiung should use more drives now than the Team Mongolia being in the bonus, so they cannot afford to make any more fouls.
They are in the bonus round. Chinese Taipei, here we go. Underhands it, nice scoop. Number 6 hoping to get a foul off of that. And an and 1 for Team Mongolia. Nice finish by Ulgan Bayer, 23-year-old of Team Mongolia. Now he'll get a chance at the free throw line. Nice finish. There we go, easy money there. $3.99 and Chinese Taipei, that ricochets way out. Mongolia skips. 2, number 4 goes in hard, mid-range shot, no good. Rebound. Mongolia, second chance shot. Don't give it to Mongolia. Chinese Taipei, perimeter shots on opposite ends. Mongolia gets their possession. Here's at the top, they reset. Behind the back pass, here we go. Easy bucket for Mongolia, 13-10 with the lead. Chinese Taipei trying to get a quick field goal in that possession, no good. Mongolia, you're really seeing them hustle now. Their experience is shining through. Second chance opportunity, third. Maybe we get a fourth. Some needed respite here, 13-10. Bayankhairhan, the 3-point lead now. They do have 7 fouls, as opposed to Chinese Taipei's 3.
being more physically ready for this game is advantage for Mongolian team. They have lots of second chance points and offensive rebounds. Just being more physically ready with more energy and to give more effort than currently team Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung is holding it down pretty well, but again, you know, we're talking about Team Mongolia with plenty of experience playing internationally. So it's no small feat to go up against Team Mongolia. Any of the two Mongolian teams here in Chinese Taipei. Now Lagva will be at the line. Ooh, bodies hitting the floor there just for that free throw shot. 14-10. Kaohsiung Fuming Sharks got some work to do. Quick catch and release. Couldn't get that fish there.
Chasing 2 is not gonna bring this game closer for Team Kaohsiung. Being Team Mongolia being in the bonus, they don't use drive at all.
Holding foul called on Chinese Taipei. They're crawling up in the foul count, 7-5. You see on the screen, Mongolia.
Oh, great ball movement.
Goes around Chinese Taipei again. Once again, those second chances are really hurting Chinese Taipei. At the corner, he hits the backboard there. 6 seconds left to go. Mid-range shot by number 4 is Ugan Bayer of Mongolia. Perimeter shot is too short for Lin. You can kind of see they're getting a little bit worn out. They're still fighting, but it's tough goings for Team Chinese Taipei up against Bayankhairhan.
2 minutes and 32 seconds, it's a lot of in this game. They don't need reason to panic, but we can see that experience now. It's on the side of Mongolian team who's slowly building the lead with just patient offense and using the screen.
Seven fouls on both ends. Mongolia skips it to Batsakan. Now he's got a handle of the ball. A rare perimeter shot for him. Goes high for the board is number 4 of Mongolia, but that gets poked out of bounds. Mongolia, the last team to make contact. That will be for Kaohsiung, Chinese Taipei. Lin at the top. Xu, ISO up against number 4. Gets the shot in. Ugan Bayer. Through the legs, recovers, tries to get that shot in. No good with the second chance possession. Chinese Taipei, will they use that to their advantage? Yes, they will. There we go. There's Lin. Wide open under the basket. And Chinese Taipei steals a cookie, and there's an outside shot, but the referee blows the whistle. Foul call.
2 shots for Team Kaohsiung.
Wow.
Are you calling the close game again?
No, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. I would say Kaohsiung would steadily climb back, but I think at the end, the endurance won't be. Team Mongolia's endurance will win over Chinese Taipei. So Chinese Taipei will still fight through it, but. I mean, like I said before, these youngsters, not so young actually. I mean, we got the oldest one here, 30, 27, 23, and also 23 versus Mongolia. The oldest is 24, so, but again, it's just their experience and how they play as Batsakan with a nice single-hand finish under the basket. And here's Lin Up against Batsakan, fadeaway shot. Out of bounds, Mongolia's gonna let it go. Batsakan backing up behind the 3x3 logo. No look pass under the basket right there is Lagva. Great play by Mongolia. Chinese Taipei couldn't take advantage of that open shot. And Mongolia's gonna maybe make him pay as Batsakan gets a rebound, brings it out at the corner. We'll be back to Chinese Taipei. Ooh, that's a foul call on Mongolia. Chinese Taipei will be at the free throw line. That's going to be Batsakan.
Well, it's important for Team Kaohsiung to score more points before time runs out, or Mongolian teams reach the 21, because on the last game, you never know if Team Singapore maybe will win, and then maybe Team Kaohsiung have a chance to go to the afternoon games.
Hung of Chinese Taipei, he's at the free throw line now. Bayankhairhan, 9 fouls. Kaohsiung Taipei of Chinese Taipei with 7. And in goes the basket. Quick catch and release by Team Mongolia. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game. Team Mongolia, this is Bayankhairhan's first game debut in our Taipei Challenger. They take the win up against the Kaohsiung Fuming Sharks. Great effort by the Chinese Taipei team, but that experience is really going to overshadow this young Chinese Taipei team. 21-15 is the final score for that matchup.
If Team Singapore win, if they score 21 and they keep Mongolian team under 13 points, then Team Singapore have a chance to advance to the group stage in afternoon.
Okay, so still got exciting basketball here at Taipei City Gymnasium. You heard Coach Balash. Still, the pool play is up for grabs for maybe Team Singapore. We'll see, as our next matchup will be at 2:05 Kuala Lumpur against Bayankhongor, the other Mongolian team. Exciting matchup against Vozdovac.
Well, this is an important game for the Vozdovac. Potentially with the Kuala Lumpur team win, Team Vozdovac will advance in the second round.
There you have it, folks. Well, we conclude the last game, Chinese Taipei and Team Mongolia, 21-15. Take a look at our highlight reel here as we get ready for the upcoming match. Remember, folks, our pool play will officially start later in the afternoon around 4:10, Paris versus Nantou of Chinese Taipei. But on the screen, qualifying draw A, Kuala Lumpur of Malaysia and Bayankhongor of Mongolia.
接着也向各位介绍身穿深色球衣来自蒙古的巴彦洪德代表队。
Bayankhongor number 1, and number 7. Number 5, Bayankhairhan. Number 4, Kaohsiung. Number 6, Kuala. Team Bayankhongor.
This is the final qualifying round draw for Group A. Team roster for Team Mongolia. As you saw on the screen, that is Bayankhairhan, Basanjau, Bayankhambat, Bilgun Gazuk, and Chikhotak Munkulti.
Amazing.
We're trying here on the broadcast. And Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia side, we did see them play the first game up against Team Serbia. We got Tichik Pasango, Zhen Yangchang, Li Jiajun, and Zhen Hangliang.
Team Vozdovac will watch this game closely. With the potential Kuala Lumpur win, that means Team Vozdovac really advanced to the afternoon games. With the Mongolian team win, it's a game over from team from Serbia and from team from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Yeah, now we're saying that after a exciting OT game with Bayankhongor of Mongolia playing up against Vozdovac, the boys from the hood, as Coach Sanyan likes to coin them or call them.
I cannot still believe you called that game 5 minutes before the end. It was like a script.
For those who didn't catch that game, Coach just lightheartedly asked me my predictions, and I said, I think it will be a really tight game. It'll be tie score, and somebody will win by a buzzer beater perimeter shot, and I just called it. So maybe I should try like gambling or the lottery or something like that. I won't, but that's a thought that is coming up a couple of times as we kick off qualifying round A, Malaysia and Mongolia. Now, Kuala Lumpur is in the red jersey, Mongolia in black. Mokultsi with the ball going around, hands it off to Basanjau. Absolute killer at the perimeter now. Finger rolls it in for Mongolia. 2-0. No look pass out to Basango at the perimeter. Here to the Mongolian big number 5, Ganbat. Gets the easy basket.
Mongolian team using their size advantage over two small, when I say small, like players from Kuala Lumpur, taking their disadvantages.
Sango trying to make makes the basket through contact. You see, I don't know if you guys can hear how hard of a fall he had, but he's okay. Recovered quickly, and now it's 3-1. Basango will be.
Shot clock problem.
Yeah, shot clock got some technical problems going on here. Give us a couple more seconds. As both teams settle down. Here we go. The scoreboard is updated, as it should be 3-2 Kuala Lumpur. As we see our host on the left side of the screen, that's Andrew, founder of Absolute 3x3, hosting the Taipei 3x3 Challenger, also hosting it last year where we had it at Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Due to Typhoon Trami, out of precaution, moved to the 3x3 court here at Taipei City Gymnasium. referee team looking at the
Shot clock situation.
yeah, checking the shot clock, making sure whether or not to reset it and to reset it to how much. We just started with this game. It's 9 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock. Bayankhongor 3-2 up against the young, but also experienced Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, 9 seconds for Team Kuala Lumpur.
Now we're seeing that 9-second shot clock underneath the basket.
To make a tie or take a lead.
Referee confirming shot clock at 9 seconds. Quick change up in the rotation for Mongolia, or excuse me, Chinese Taipei. Oh goodness. I am all over the place, people. I haven't had my lunch yet, and it's already 2 o'clock. It's Mongolia up against Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Apologies. Kuala Lumpur should be inbounding the ball, but there's still some miscommunication between the scores table and the referees. Now they did discuss 9 seconds will be on the shot clock. Now this could be an advantage for both teams, giving them a lot of rest time, but it could also be icing the game. Icing their hot streak or just their momentum, especially for Bayankhongor. Eight minutes, 54 seconds is now the clock. Basango trying to get that assist. Mongolia with the rebound. As Basanjao tries to go in deep for that perimeter shot, ball rolls out of bounds. Now it's going to be Kuala Lumpur inbounding. Shot clock reset. Low foul count here. And there's 2-point shot. Easy basket there. Mongolia tries to answer back with Basanjav, their sniper of Team Mongolia. A spoon move by Ulti. Back-to-back shots as the ball gets kicked out to the perimeter. Liang driving it in. Ooh, around and in, goes in. Basango gets the possession back to Malaysia through contact. Easy basket there. Again, Mongolia hustling, but Kuala Lumpur able to catch up. The whistle blows. Let's take a look at our replay. Basanjao drawing the foul. He'll get the chance at the free throw line. Was the nail to the coffin in their matchup against Team Serbia. Definitely starting off the highlight reel for this weekend's Challenger. June, underhand to Basango, can't finish that sequence of play there. Ooh, Basanjao tries to recover the ball, but steps on the line. That's gonna be Malaysia's possession. Deep for the perimeter is Basanjao. It's gonna be red ball, Kuala Lumpur. Now Now once again, younger team here for Kuala Lumpur, but they have plenty of experience playing internationally as they represent the U23 national team of Malaysia as Mongolia gets a basket by Kaohsiung. Kuala Lumpur tries to answer back from the top. Quick change of possession. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And here's Basanjao once again with the possession. He goes for the spin move, draws a foul off of number 1, June of Malaysia. There's a TV timeout. It's called by our referee.
I'm just looking the qualifying draw, Group A. Vozdovac is standing at the 40 points at the moment. So if Mongolian teams reach 20 points in this game, they're gonna advance no matter winning or losing for them.
Good to know.
Because they already won over the team Vozdovac, so they have advantage. Or potentially Kuala Lumpur win, then team Vozdovac will advance in the next round.
Good to know. We're almost through with the qualifying round play. Malaysia goes around Mongolia. Nice finish by June. Basanjao. Perimeter shot. Easy money. Quickly getting the score back to a tie as Basango tries to go for the basket. Draws a foul. Get one shot at the free throw line. Sango, native of the Republic of Congo, 23 years old. Once again, if Mongolia can score 20 points, they move on to pool play. Basanjao, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Oh my goodness gracious! Another perimeter shot. Absolute killer around the ring.
He is continuing his hot streak. In the first game, he scored 5 two-point shots and 30 points in his team Vozdovac.
Can't stop, won't stop there as Chong keeps it interesting. 10-10 all. The whistle comes for the team in black. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Kuala Lumpur at the top goes around Basanjao and gets the 2 points, knocks it down. It's a foul called. Once again, back in the hands of Team Mongolia. Kaohsiung finds Basanjao, 5 seconds left to go, and here's Mongolia for 2. Perimeter shots are really, truly this Mongolian's bread and butter. Now the other Mongolian team excels in second chance points, but Kuala Lumpur just like that. Trying to make up the difference. Kuala Lumpur with the lead, 14-12 right now. Sango heated. Ball nearly gets batted out of Malaysia's possession. And here comes June laying it in. Kuala Lumpur with the, I gotta say, surprising lead over Bayankhongor. But there's still plenty of game left.
Well, Team Kuala Lumpur have more time to rest because they played their first game, and then I think they rested 3 more games before they played this game, and then Mongolian team was only 1 game rest. So I think fatigue might be a key factor who is gonna win this game at the end.
Yeah, that might be their pitfall in this matchup. Ooh, Bayankhongor loses his balance. He hooked his leg around number 5 of Mongolia, and there's a nice shot. Deep is Mongolia, but just like that, he wraps his arms around Bayankhongor, getting the foul call.
Well-designed offensive plays by Team Mongolia. Lots of open shots for 2 points. He's keeping them in the game for now.
Kuala Lumpur. Here's excuse me. Here's
was a
June
big
at the
shot.
top for 2. 17-14, 3 points of a lead. Kicks it off once again. Will we see a back-to-back? No, around and out. Finally, Basanjao gets the position, but quickly back to Malaysia. That's gonna rattle out. Basanjao at the top for 2, rattles it right in.
He's
At the
4 2
elbow.
points this game.
Oof. We'll see 17-6. Goes around is June. Look, Ultsi for 2. There we go.
I cannot imagine us on the team from Serbia at the moment.
This team Mongolia is making this qualifying round really interesting. Kuala Lumpur answers back though, 19-18, 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Basanjao finds their big Ganbat. Ooh, that's gonna be Kuala Lumpur's possession. As we see Basanjao just trying to catch his breath on the side at the LED boards. Again, for them to win, for them to advance, it would be best for them to score 20 points in this matchup. Now Kuala Lumpur is making it a challenge for them in this matchup. That timeout, Malaysia is going to be inbounding it. Pasango recovers. Yeah, there we go. Finger rolls it in at the baseline. Ball gets poked out of bounds. It's going to be Mongolia's possession. Bayankhongor 2 points behind. It's game point for Kuala Lumpur. Bayankhongor, yes! Gets 2 in, ladies and gentlemen, 20 all.
And steals the ball.
Basanjao, come on, let's go with 1 point left. Do they get a second chance? No, denied by Basango. But Mongolia still gets a chance. Let's go. Game point for both sides. Draws a travel call for Team Mongolia. What an amazing sequence of plays here. Kuala Lumpur will get the possession. It's tough defense on Kuala Lumpur's side.
Right now, Mongolian team and the Serbian team are tied with the points. 40 each in the group.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Basango, underhand passes. Here we go. Kuala Lumpur, 21-20.
Oh, I need to see.
Just like that, like I said, amazing sequence. At 2 minutes, 22 seconds, Kuala Lumpur take the win, 21-20. They've held on quite a lead pretty consistently. Mongolia just constantly fighting to get the game tied. Kuala Lumpur keeping this qualifying rounds interesting. Now, the upcoming game is at 2:35. That's going to be the final game of the qualifying rounds for Group B, Singapore and Bayankhairhan.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
嘿，妹妹跟镜头挥挥手。好，非常感谢现在所有小朋友呢，不管今天自己来还是带着亲朋好友一起来，就是全家一起来呢，也欢迎各位呢都来到我们现场，我们的台北地关。哎呦，这是我们的裁判老师们。哦，下来坐嘛，下来坐，不要客气啊。好，还是被请下来了哈，阿黑。好，这个便当看起来蛮好吃的。便当好吃吗？好吃，帮我比个赞好吗？不错，是不是？很好，很好。那等一下吃饱了，要大力的为我们的球队来加油打气了啊！好，非常感谢呢，我们所有球迷朋友呢，在现场的球朋友来到我们的台北体育馆4楼呢，来欣赏我们2024 3对3台北挑战赛。那今天不管是我们场边的座位呢，甚至是楼上的座位，都有开放给所有观众来到现场来欣赏精彩的赛事。好，目前呢，我们的主播摄影大哥呢，正在呢找出我们现场最热切的球迷朋友。如果镜头扫到你的话呢，这是我们的白萨，然后也是我们的职业队台钢内鹰的球员。好，本场赛事呢已经进入到第5场比赛，等会实际上是进入到本日第6场赛事。哇，我们前面这几场呢，也都是非常的激。好，我们主播 take 到你了。刚才我们帅哥前面，哎呦，是我们子熙的球迷是不是？好，我们下午赛事呢，就请你们大声帮他们加油喽！谢谢你们来到现场。可我们夫令今天有来吗？夫令有来是不是？好，请场上球员停止练习。好，这位球迷朋友呢，刚刚我们高雄代表队呢在比赛的时候喊得最大声的就是你了，好不好？那我们富民呢，今天比赛应该先告一段落了。那等等比赛呢，希望我们喜欢台湾的球队呢，也可以持续听到你的加油声。 好，各位乡亲们哦，不管是第一场就这还是刚刚才来到现场的，欢迎各位来到我们台北体育馆4楼来欣赏我们2024年 FIBA 3x3台北挑战赛。我们接下来下一场赛事呢，将由新加坡代表队来出战蒙古藏班代表队。首先为各位介绍身穿浅色球衣新加坡代表队。
Number 6, Delvin Chen. Number 4, Dylan Tay. Number 2, Kelvin Lim. Number 1, Vozdovac Putra. Team Singapore.
See on the screen here, our roster for Team Singapore is Delvin Gokok Chiang, Dingluk Tay, Kelvin Lim Hong Da, and Niro Afa bin Emil Putra. We got player introductions for Team Bayankhairhan of Mongolia. Got Altan Durel Batsakan, Avirmed Lagva, Basandorj Mukhtor, and Chingun Ungambayar.
Well, one Mongolian team already go out from the qualifier round, and potentially we can have one more Mongolian team exit. So it's gonna be 2 young teams from Mongolia probably advancing to the main draw in afternoon.
Absolutely. Mongolia, as we mentioned before, does dominate in the 3-on-3 landscape. Speaking of Mongolian powerhouses, we do have our Mongolian player that plays here at Chinese Taipei, Bayaskhairhan Delgachulun, in the audience today. He plays for the TSG Tainan Ghost Hawks for the domestic league, Kuala League. As the players get ready for the upcoming match, take a look on the screen. We should be seeing our matchup scores. Now, Coach and I discussed it. As long as Team Mongolia scores 14 points, but before we talk about that, qualifying draw A, as we see, congratulations to Bayankhongor advancing to pool play now. They are tied with 40 against the Vozdovac, the boys from the hood. However, they did beat Team Serbia, so Mongolia advances forward. Now we're gonna kick off here. Mongolia and Singapore, here we go. Singapore only scored 14 points in the last matchup. Now, Team Mongolia, Bayankhairhan is in black, Singapore in red. Singapore already logging in the first field goal. And start up once again at the top.
Well, Mongolian team just need to score more than 14 points, and then they secure exits to the main draw.
Take a look. Inbounding illegal screen, it looks like. Mongolia at the helm is Lagva. Hands off to Mukhtor, quickly gets in a 2 and 1. Now he's gripping onto his leg, but he's okay. Teammates pulling him back up. Looks like something going on with his shin, not his knee.
Well, both Mongolian teams this afternoon are on fire from the 2-point line.
Yeah, absolutely. On the Bayankhairhan side. Players cross the line. Restart for number 2 of Mongolia, Mukhtor. Top scorer of the last game between Mongolia and Kaohsiung was Basandorj Mukhtor. Scored 8 points. Excuse us, is that as it hits the ball, gets out of bounds, hits our score table. All good. As it's Singapore's possession here. Kick, catch, and release at 2 seconds, no good, but Singapore still got the possession. A lot of pressure from Mongolia, but at the top, here's 2. Gotta go high for that rebound, and Singapore does do so. And number 4 goes around, and in goes in the and 1.
Tough layup.
Nice finish, way to power through. Good patience on number 4, Ding Lung Tae. That one is good. Referee has Putra and what looks to be Monktor out on the perimeter. Mongolia with the possession. Ooh, pokes out of bounds. Here we go. Once again, Singapore at the top is Tae. Tae once again. Trying to go around. Ooh, that's quite a mid-range shot. Pretty ambitious. We got Putra on the floor. And Mongolia gets another foul. 3 fouls as opposed to Singapore's 2. So we have our rotation. New rotation in. See on the screen is Singapore's Putra, veteran player of Team Singapore. Is also the leading shooter, but here we go. Here's number 2, Kelvin Ling Hong Da. Couldn't get that shot from the outside. No basket and a travel call on number 1, Lagva. Once again, Singapore, coached by
Lazar Lasic.
yeah, Serbian coach. Really trying to invest in 3x3 basketball. High pass, but Putra extends out, gets a pass. 6 seconds left on the shot clock here. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Good try under the baseline, but here's Mongolia. Ooh, he slides a little bit. To Ouyang Bayer, just short. Not as many second chance opportunities for Team Mongolia. Hongda, ISO kicks it out, and here's Putra for 2. Off the mark there. Here's Monktor. And beyond the arc, too short there. Struggling a little bit. Actually, both sides are struggling in terms of scoring. Score still sits at 3-2. Under 7.5 minutes left to go. Putra is going to be inbounding the ball.
Low scoring game for now. Same number of fouls, like a score.
Deep is Putra. Travel call, second travel call already in this matchup. Top scorer of Singapore in the last matchup was Delvin Gongkok Jiang, but been a little bit quiet so far. Hands off to Hong Da. 5 seconds, no look pass here for number 4, Ding Dun Tae. And Batsakan draws a foul, getting the rebound. Almost clears it. Mongolia around the key, no good there. Singapore not giving them the second chance that they excel in as 4 goes in for the jumper. Just short, Mongolia gets the ball back. Here's Lagva. And wide open. Let's go, Mokhtar. Does not connect. So long as Mongolia scores 14 points, they automatically move on. But it's been a struggle. Ball being battered around. Referee blows a whistle.
More than 14 points, even if they lost, they can't advance. But they need that to reach that they are of magical 50 points for them now.
TV timeout here. It was looked like a U called on Batsakan. Watching Bayankhairhan up against Team Singapore. Final game of the qualifying rounds today. We'll be moving on to pool play after this matchup. Singapore, Bayankhongor. Delvin Gokchang at the free throw line. Gets a second chance. 3-3. Probably the lowest scoring game that we've witnessed so far. So lots of game time left. Quick catch and release. Putra finds his big.
They play in short amount of time. They play one and then another game. So low scoring game sometimes happens. Again, Mongolian team can lose this game, but they need to score at least 15 points, or actually more than 14, to advance to the next round.
Singapore is definitely making it a challenge for them as Putra's perimeter shot goes around and out. And here's
Great hustle.
There we go. Shot by Mongolia. Lagva there. Hey, lays it in. Weak side. Ooh, ball gets nearly poked out by Putra. He's hustling, he's working, but Lagva still got the ball, and he finds his counter. Draws a foul. Mongolia has his possession, but they already sit with 6 fouls, so gotta be careful in terms of making any more. 7, and that means they'll go into the, Singapore will go into the bonus round. Singapore just now laying it in, 6-4. Hey, no look pass. Deep is Hong Da.
That's a fancy foul. Oh.
Mongolia with Lagva. Now Mokhtar, sidestep, perimeter. They're just struggling with these outside shots. So is that mid-range shot. That's a struggle too. Batsakan, no good. There we go. That's that 3rd, 4th chance. Singapore driving it right in. Batsakan not fast enough. Mokhtar recovers. Deep is that 2-point shot, and there we go. Money, baby.
That's a beautiful shot.
Guarding as he got the chance, and here we go. Maybe he will get a back-to-back 2 points, and yes, sir, we do by Ahmed Lagva.
They are warming up now.
I think they need a couple more minutes.
40 minutes is a plenty of time.
Yeah, that's right. right. From the perimeter, Singapore. Didn't finish there. Pushing foul call.
But looking intensity so far, both teams need this TV timeout at the moment.
Yeah. Now both teams with 6 fouls. With Lagva at the top, nailing that perimeter shot earlier. Here's McDor, tries to emulate. Ooh, bounces off the foot. No kickball violation there. Lagva kicks it off. Here we go at the corner. Can we get it this time around? Nope, but they'll try it again. 4-1, and they'll settle for that. 10-8 is the score. Bayankhairhan with the lead now. Everybody readjusting. Deep is Hongda. Ooh, flipped over. Whoopsies. He's okay. Yep, he's good. Couldn't stop his own track, so McDor kind of flipped around, but he's okay. Let's get a timeout for both sides, as Coach mentioned. Mongolian in action. Right idea, couldn't execute that sequence right there now. Singapore, Hongda steps back, under the legs, goes around the perimeter. Ooh, blocked and denied by number 4, Ugan Bayer.
I cannot pronounce his name, I'm sorry.
Take a look at that. Nice deflection. Team Mongolia. Once again, Mokhtor. Here we go. Catch and release. Gets his own rebound. Gonna try for the second time. Ooh, no, but there's his big under the basket. Here we go.
Great hustle by
Singapore.
both teams.
Yeah, good hustle. Singapore comes back strong with 2 points at the corner. And once again, had to muster up a lot of energy to get those 2 points.
Both of teams are in the bonus as well, so they need to be careful in the contacts.
Yeah, absolutely. Off the mark there was Tay. Skip and a hop. There's an ISO play. Oh, money baby. Here we go. Putra, pump fake, finds Ford. Here we go, Tay. Just 1 point now, but at the key, gets his own rebound. Here's Lagva. Oh, easy basket there. That's rattling right in. 13-11. Neither one hitting 7 fouls yet. Both stand at 6. And that gets poked out of bounds. Referee blows a whistle for a timeout here. Taipei City Gymnasium. Hosted by 3x3 Absolute. Our second annual. Speaking of Mongolian superstars, that is the player that I mentioned before is Besa Delechulon. Like I mentioned before, plays for the TSG Tainan Ghost. So he's probably familiar with a couple of the Mongolians on the court. It's his second year playing professionally. Second or third year playing professionally here in Chinese Taipei. So we start off the clock. Singapore hit the buzzer beater. Oh, a little too short. Hits the iron. And here's Uyam Bayar too much juice in that moment. Singapore, step back. Let's go, Tay, around and out. Mokhtar handling the ball for the majority of this game. That's off the mark. Just one more point. Singapore with the possession. Ooh. Number 4 of Mongolia, too small.
With the win, they definitely advance to next round, but if they lose, they need that 15 mark. Oh, here we go.
There you go. There you have it, coach. Number 2, Mokhtar nails into 53 seconds left to go. And Chiang manages to get one under the basket. It's a pushing foul called by the referee on.
2 shots for Mongolian team. And probably securing the main draw in afternoon.
Right.
Playing against tough teams, San Juan and Team Eintracht from Netherlands.
Netherlands playing.
They have Olympian.
Yeah, they won the gold medal this year at the Paris Olympics. Two of the players
Di
are
Matteo.
actually here to play
No, one
for
player.
Team Netherlands.
One player, Di Matteo.
Wilson and DeMeo.
Yeah, Di Matteo.
Yeah. Delson is he not?
Uh,
We'll have to regroup about that. I could be wrong.
but still, gold medal is a big
Absolutely.
big result for the team Netherlands.
Putra through contact gets a foul drawn. Putra at the line. Both in the bonus round. Gets his first shot in. .37.8 seconds left. We're foreseeing that Bayankhairhan will move on to pool play, as Lagva will be inbounding it for Team Mongolia up against Putra. Referees at the score table. Clock is at 36.8 seconds. Ooh, and number
Great
4 of Ugan Bayer goes past 2 people. That ball gets poked out of bounds. With that turnover, Batsakan will be at the top behind the 3-on-3 logo. 20 seconds left. Finds
Great design play.
Lagva. Nice play, good sequence. Singapore tries to push through, but Mongolia gets the rebound. Mokhtar, key player, perimeter shot, let's go. Off mark, out of bounds. And folks, that concludes Singapore's time here at the 3x3 Challenger. Bayankhairhan will be moving forward to pool play. Score ends at 18-15. Congratulations to Mongolian teams, as you said, Coach.
Shout out to Mongolian 3x3 basketball. 2 really young teams advanced to the afternoon games they're gonna play against really great teams. Team Princeton and Team Podgorica Kodio and Team San Juan and Eintracht. So good games for those young boys to probably in the future make better results for themselves in this sport.
Absolutely. One of the teams already has experience playing the Serbian team, so they've got some experience playing up against size. And I think to a lot of Southeast Asian basketball, it's heart over size, so that's not going to intimidate
You guys
them
need to
at
eat
all.
more meat.
Meat. I know we need more meat, more milk, just more of a lot of things. But in the meantime, we have pool play to look forward to. It's going to be Paris versus Nantou at 4:10. So stay tuned for more great basketball here at Taipei City Gymnasium.